All right, so I was gonna eat inside the store, but I'm too embarrassed and I want to do a little mini mukbang. Move my seat back so I have space. So I don't eat meat, especially from places like that. I love Subway. It was my first job ever. My first real job, I should say. So I made myself a veggie sandwich on honey oat. Yum. She put a lot of mayonnaise, which I'm not sure about. So they have a veggie patty, but it's not my favorite. So a hack for vegetarians out there is I put my chips, ooh, hold on. See, long hair problems. Okay, I put my chips inside my sandwich and it adds crunch and it adds some like dimensions to the sandwich. I just made that up. I don't know what dimensions mean in terms of sandwich eating. But yeah, that's what I like to do when I have a very boring veggie sandwich. And you know what, Subway maker people, oh my god, look at it. She cut it so bad it bursted out the other side. They are so cheap on the veggies. Like, I get it, the veggies are more expensive, but like when you order a veggie sandwich and then you don't give me any veggies, what? That is my whole entire sandwich. I have nothing else. So I was like an asshole because I was like, can I have more spinach? And it wasn't even that full. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna eat a bite. Very good. I mean, it's busting apart, which is not my favorite. I just died. I just died, guys. Call an ambulance. My husband's gonna kill me because the car is gonna taste. I'm not okay. My car is gonna smell like Subway. He hates the smell of Subway. Like, hate with a passion. I'm making a mess. I'm making a legit mess. I've never had so much mayonnaise in a sandwich before. It's like a lot of mayonnaise. She's like, oh, you ordered a veggie sandwich? Let me just give you no veggies and all mayonnaise. Thanks. Bye. I don't know how obnoxious this eating is on camera, but I'm not sorry for it. This is how I'd eat in real life. Thank God I'm already married. I don't have to worry about going out on dates. So, yeah. My sandwich is literally falling apart. But if you can hear the crunch, that means my chips did their job. I love adding chips. Honestly, if I could put this sandwich down for a second and add more chips, I would. But I can't because it's falling apart. Fun fact is honey oat bread is actually worse for you than the herbs and cheese bread, which I find interesting. I like the flavor of this honey oat one, but if you're going on like caloric value, For some reason, I think because it's sweeter. But I don't want my breath to smell like the herbs and cheese bread. If you've come to YouTube and you've come and saw my channel for some reason, if you're looking for glitz and glamour, you have the wrong channel. I'm here for comedic relief. And that's it. I won't even begin to try to compare myself to the lovely and amazing Trisha Paytas. So I will not make that comparison. However, doing this right now, I feel like Trisha Paytas. I feel like her. You know what I'm saying? Like her spirit is embodying me. I love watching mukbangs. For people who don't get mukbangs, I don't get you. It's very easy concept. People eating on camera, talking, chatting, alone. You watching them while potentially eating also. And then you don't feel as alone. Everybody wins. I don't feel alone eating the sandwich. You don't feel alone watching me eat the sandwich. There's like a road right in front of me. People are very interesting. I hate driving. Especially now that I'm driving in Boston more often. Coming back towards home, because that's where my hairdresser is. And driving drives me crazy. Because I'm so used to driving with like aggression. The people around me aren't. Because in Boston, everybody's driving the same. So, like, it doesn't feel weird. Because you're all, like, in a rush to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, over here, nobody's in a rush. Well, some people are. It's just very frustrating. They gave me so many napkins. When I worked at Subway, my manager was so, like, budget conscious. Yes, I have a Dunkin' Donuts. I see. This, like, Dunkin' and Subway exemplifies the life I used to live. Only I didn't drink coffee. I always drank tea. No, she was like very, very budget conscious. Like that's how I know the veggies like cost more, and that's why like they don't give you a lot of veggies and you have to constantly ask for like extra, especially olives. If you'll notice, they'll only maximum give you like 6 olives. I'm not kidding. They'll like try not to give you olives. Because olives are actually really expensive for Subway. I don't know why. But she was so cost conscious. You could only give 1 napkin for a 6-inch and 2 napkins for a foot long. So like a customer would have to ask for extra napkins. And if you've been to a Subway, you would know that they don't just like put napkins out. Like when you go get a drink somewhere, usually there's like a little like napkin dispensary. There is none at Subway. You have to go to the counter and ask for napkins. So, like, imagine, like, you open your sandwich. They give me plenty of napkins, but, like, imagine you open your sandwich and you have 1 napkin. Like, it was crazy. And then, like, she'd get mad. She would watch this on a camera. She was actually an amazing manager, so I'm not even trying to be mean. But she would call us if we gave more napkins. I'm not even kidding. Not if, like, they came up and asked for more napkins, because, like, you have to give a customer what they ask for. But if we put them in their bag, she would call us. And sometimes you try to lie and say that the customer asked, but like, because, oh, she couldn't hear audio. But I feel like she could read lips. I honestly really, really liked her. I'm not even trying to talk shit. She was amazing. She was a really, really hard worker. And she was just cost effective. Try and keep that shit on a budget, you know? I respect. If she ever watches this, though, I do have a few confessions. I probably owe you like 1 million cookies. I'm not even kidding. I think she knew we ate the cookies, though. The cookies came in like these like big boxes. And they were frozen. These little frozen circles. We would even eat the frozen circles. Like, we wouldn't even like cook them. We would eat the circles. I just had to turn on the car to check the time. I almost feel like saving these chips. I know I'll be craving these later. Does anybody else have that? I do this for chips all the time. Especially these little bags. I like save half because after I eat some chips, later on in the day... Oh, you can hear my music. Later on in the day, I'm like, ooh, like, I wish I had those chips again. Like, you, like, randomly crave them again. Is that just me? And then, like, especially when I just bought a little bag and I don't have a big bag, it's, like, devastating. And then I'm, like, craving them, and then I'm like, should I go out and buy another bag? I don't know. So I just saved some. People always think, like, oh, vegetarians, they don't get full. Like, that sandwich made me full. Not full enough to not eat the cookie I bought. Because if you fucking go to Subway and you don't buy one of their cookies, who are you? Why are you here? Get out of America. I'm not even kidding. Like, get out. Oh, my favorite. My favorite. The macadamia nut. Honestly, they are exactly the same as I remember them. I haven't had Subway in a long time. Oh my god. How... I still don't know the science behind the cookie because it's always still soft. Like, I swear to God, like, I would even take, like, old cookies home and the middle would still be soft. We can't sell old cookies, so we would take them home. But yeah, I don't know the science. There must be science, but I don't know. All I know is they're amazing. They come to Subway small, and like these little circles in like a bag. And do they go in the proofer? I'm trying to remember. That was fucking obnoxious. You know what? Fuck you, bro. Honestly, guys want to act like... I'm sorry. Just quick tangent. That guy was picking up his wife. He's beeping for her outside the store. I would flip out. They were older. But, like, I would flip out at my husband. I'd be like, are you trying me right now? Are you serious? I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I would flip out. Don't ever beep for me. If you want to wait for me, or you have to pick me up, too bad. Wait for me. If you're really that impatient, you bring your ass inside the store. Don't be beeping at for me. Right over. So yeah, they just come frozen. I can't remember if you put them in the proofer or if you just toss them in the oven. Still frozen. But they do have a certain amount of temp in time that you put these cookies in. And that must be the secret as to how they go from, like, even frozen, they're delicious. I just want to let you know that. I've eaten them. Okay, who else does this? I do really weird things when I eat. So, my favorite part is the middle because it's, like, gooey. So I eat all around the edge, and I save my middle part. I always save my favorite thing for the end. So, like, if I have a plate, I don't eat things, well, sometimes, like, depends. Like, sometimes you do mix things, like, and it's appropriate to mix things, like, put stuff on a fork all together. But if I have a plate of things that don't really mix together, I eat my least favorite first. And then I move on to finally eat my last thing last. I don't know why I do it. But, oh, it's so good. It's so gooey in the middle. I love it. But I can tell you when this started, because I remember. I was very, very little. And does everybody remember the ice creams that had the vanilla side and the chocolate side and the little, like, round cup thing? You had a wooden spoon or whatever with it. That is when that pattern for me all started. So I used to eat the chocolate. Okay, this is another argument. I like the vanilla side more. A lot of people like the chocolate side more. I like the vanilla side more. So I would eat the chocolate side first, and then I would eat the vanilla side because I like the vanilla more. For a hot second, I used to mix the flavors together. No. I learned really quickly that was not the best way to do it. And then, yeah. So that's where it started. And then, like, slowly, like, at school lunches, I would just do that with everything. Like, because they compartmentalized the school food in America when I was growing up. I don't know what they do now. I feel like everybody's so, like, health conscious, which is a good thing, and so, like, everything that, like, school lunches must not be the same anymore. They can't. There's no way, because parents would be in an uproar. I mean, I'm even talking about me. Like, I used to eat freaking chicken nuggets. Oh my god, I used to eat hot dogs, which literally now, a thought of a hot dog, like, that's not a veggie dog, obviously, like, turns my stomach. I used to eat a bunch of meat, a bunch of fake, like, not fake meat, I eat fake meat now, but a bunch of meat that was just, like, all the most horrible parts. I used to eat so much fast food, which are, like, the biggest proponents of, like, horribleness. But anyways, that's when that began. So I've completed my Subway mukbang in the car. I truly feel like Trisha Paytas. I'm ready to go to my hair appointment. I stink like Subway. I'm not even kidding you. So I'm gonna try to dispose of the Subway bag so my husband doesn't kill me when he gets inside the car. And I am so excited to reveal my haircut. If this ends up being 2 videos instead of 1, because this mukbang turned out to be very long, please go watch my hair transformation video, because this long locks are getting chopped off. Thanks, bye.